Good morning and welcome to the Lyon County Planning Commission meeting for Tuesday, July 12th, 2022. Planning Commission meetings are open to the public and members of the public may attend in person, and the meetings are also virtual and the public may attend via virtual Zoom. Public comment. Lyon County allows the following alternatives for public comment. If you're attending the virtual Zoom meeting, public comment may be provided by raising your hand and requesting to provide public comment. This can occur in several ways, including by dialing *9 from your phone to raise your hand and request to speak for public comment. To unmute yourself, dial *6. You can also provide public comment for this meeting by sending us an email at kpage@lyon-county.org the day prior to the posted meeting date. Be sure to type public comment in the subject line. Written public comments may also be mailed to the Lyon County Community Development Office at 27 South Main Street, Yerington, Nevada, 89447, but all public comments must be received prior to the date of the meeting if the comments are to be included in the supplemental materials. Any written public comment received the day of the meeting will be compiled and added as supplemental materials to the county's website and distributed to the Planning Commission within 24 hours after the meeting. Members of the public may attend the meeting in person at the Greg Honeywell Lyon County Commission Chambers, 27 South Main Street, Yerington, Nevada. No action will be taken on any item until it's properly agendized. To avoid meeting disruptions, please place cell phones and beepers in the silent mode or turn them off during the meeting. The board reserves the right to take items in a different order to accomplish business in the most efficient manner. Items may be combined for considerations and items may be pulled or removed from the agenda at any time. Restrictions on comments by the general public. Any such restrictions must be reasonable and may restrict the time, place, and manner of the comments, but may not restrict comments based on viewpoint. Item 1 is roll call, and we are all present in chambers except for Sean Keating, who is attending via Zoom. Connie, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 3, public participation. No action will be taken on any item until it's properly agendized. Members of the public who wish to address the Planning Commission may approach the podium and speak on matters related to the Lyon County Planning Commission, but not on items appearing on the agenda. Speakers are asked to state their name for the record and to sign and print their name on the form at the lectern. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per person or topic. The commission reserves the right to reduce this 3-minute time limit as well as limit the total time for public comment. If your item requires extended discussion, please request the chair to calendar the matter for a future Planning Commission meeting. The Planning Commission will not restrict comments based on viewpoint. The same applies to public testimony on each agenda item. The chair may reopen public participation at any time during the meeting. No action may be taken upon a matter raised under this item of the agenda until the matter itself has been specifically included on an agenda as an item upon which action may be taken. Okay, is there any public comment at this time? Okay, seeing none. Item 4, review and adoption of the agenda. Has everybody had a chance to take a look at it? Are there any comments?
We adopt the agenda for today's meeting.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Item 6, presentation and reading of miscellaneous correspondence. Oh, approval of minutes, item 5. Has everybody had a chance to look at the minutes?
Yes.
Comments?
Yes, on page 4, where it has Commissioner Allen motion to forward a recommendation of approval, and then it also, a few lines down, has she seconded. You can't do both.
Yeah.
I'm a busy girl.
You were. You're like overpowering yourself. Awesome.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve as corrected?
I'll make that motion. That we approved the agenda from,
Minutes.
that we approved the minutes from June 14th with the amendment.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Okay, now number 6, presentation and reading of miscellaneous correspondence.
I don't have anything, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Do we have in item 7, do we have any advisory board reports?
I've not seen any. I'm not sure if Shannon received anything.
Okay,
I don't believe so.
okay, thank you. Item 8, public hearing items for possible action to forward a recommendation to the Lyon County Board of Commissioners for a conditional use permit to allow for the construction of approximately 3,310 linear feet of overhead 120 kilowatt transmission line segment located outside of the 2020 Comprehensive Master Plan designated utility corridors to provide a connection into the NV Energy's Eagle Substation, PLZ 2022-154, APN 021-581-09.
For the record, Rob Pizell, Senior Planner. Andrew, do you have the PowerPoint up? If not, I can share my screen.
Please share your screen.
Thank you again. For the record, Rob Pizell, Senior Planner. Basically, what you have before you is a conditional use permit application for Ormat Nevada LLC. The parcel in question is generally located along the western edge, or excuse me, the western portion of the northern property line of Section 32, Township 21 North, Range 25 East, Mount Diablo Basin Meridian. It's north of the city of Fernley, north of Duffy Road, off of the north side of Interstate 80. As you can see on the picture on the right, it's an orange filled area. It's basically a section of land. Is the subject parcel. It abuts both Washoe County to the north and Churchill County to the east. The separation lines you can see are the light blue line in the map on the right. Again, the subject parcel is a section of land containing approximately 640 acres in size. It's currently vacant and undeveloped and can be accessed via truck-in way and Duffy Drive off of the Interstate 80 interchange in the eastern part of Fernley. It does have areas within its boundaries where the topography is steep and would be difficult for normal development, particularly along the eastern portion of the parcel. However, the area where the project site is located along the northern parcel line and the type of development proposed, gen tie line, there are no areas within the area where the project is proposed to be located that would preclude the installation of what's being proposed, which is an overhead 120 kV electrical transmission line and its associated maintenance access. As per usual, we do review all projects to make sure there are no impacts with regards to flood insurance or flood proofing. And this is an area that's designated as X unshaded. What the application is, Ormat Nevada LLC is requesting approval of a conditional use permit to allow the installation of a small segment of an overhead 120 kV transmission line. This one portion of the transmission line is located outside of the designated utility corridor as recently adopted in the 2020 Comprehensive Master Plan and was previously a part of the 2010 Comprehensive Master Plan. The new 120 kV transmission line, it provides a connection to a new geothermal power generation plant. The plant's actually located in Washoe County, but it will tie into the existing NV Energy Eagle substation located just north of Fernley. As you may remember, state statutes do require local jurisdiction to provide an expedited review process for projects located within an adopted utility corridor as designated within the local jurisdiction master plan. And within Title 15, we address power transmission lines that exceed 60 kilovolts, which is the standard voltage for local electrical distribution lines, and are located inside and outside of a master plan designated utility corridor. And as you can see underlined, basically we allow them in all zoning districts because they're linear in nature. But we do have a different review process if the segment of the line is located within or outside of a designated utility corridor. Chapter 15, 33610C does require specifically a conditional use permit for those facilities that are located outside of a designated utility corridor. And then you can see on the right-hand side some specific criteria with regards to utility corridors located outside of those designated corridors. As noted, while the majority of the north and south segments of the Gen-Tie line are located within Lyon County master plan utility corridors, there is a 3,310 linear foot segment running east-west, highlighted in yellow on the right, that is located outside of one of those designated utility corridors. As such, you're reviewing this conditional use permit for that short segment of the Gen-Tie line. It is within the last 2.7 miles of the project, consists of a double 120 kV circuit. Actually, it'll be located on the structures that support it will be 3-pole H structures as opposed to a single pole structures. Again, just some of the details with regards to the project itself. Again, you can see here what the typical pole structure will look like. 3 wooden poles in a H structure. And then off on the right-hand side, you can see the typical right-of-way, permanent right-of-way, approximately 100 feet, and then additional right-of-way for temporary construction of the facility. Once the utility overhead utility is constructed, the temporary construction easement will go away and it'll just be located within that 100-foot easement. Again, a quick review of the findings for a conditional use permit consistent with the general purpose and intent of the zoning district. As you can see, the parcel is currently zoned RR5. Parcels to the west and to the south within Lyon County are also zoned RR5. Again, to the north is Washoe County, to the east is Churchill, and further east, where you see the colored parcels, you see a RR5 zoned parcel within the county. The unmarked parcels are those that are currently located within the city of Fernley's corporate boundaries. It is located in an area designated as being rural in character and currently zoned RR5. For that reason, we use the RR20 land use and development standards to review this project with regards to zoning compliance and consistency. As you can see, table 15-321, within the RR20 zoning district, power transmission line are permitted, and again, either conditional or as permitted use, depending on whether or not the facility is located within that one of those designated utility transmission corridors. Based on our review of the application materials, it is consistent with the and compatible with the agricultural and other rural and suburban fringe uses typically found within the RR20 zoning district. Finding B will not cause an adverse visual impact to the surrounding area. Again, the properties located north, south, east, and west are currently, with the exception of an existing aggregate pit in Churchill County to the east, vacant and undeveloped. We would also note that there are existing overhead transmission lines located to the east and west of this segment within those corridors already existing there that reflect the location of those existing designated corridors. Excuse me. And lastly, per the application materials, the proposed Gentile line construction and maintenance would, for the most part, be conducted on existing roads that currently run parallel to the proposed alignment of the Gentile line. And again, that table on the right shows what the existing surrounding properties, their master plan designation is, their zoning, and their current use. Finding C, not detrimental to the use, peaceful enjoyment, economic value, development of surrounding properties of general neighborhood compatible with the character and integrity of adjacent development neighborhoods, or includes improvements or modifications that would mitigate those impacts, such as noise, vibration, fumes, dust, or glare, or physical activities. Again, given the existing surrounding land uses, existing overhead utility lines, staff believes that it will not be detrimental to the use, enjoyment, economic value, or development of surrounding properties. In fact, would enhance the potential development of surrounding properties, given the proposed uses coming through the city of Fernley for this area, would mitigate the potential negative impacts of constructing the line as described in the application materials. And then post-construction, the only activity would be ongoing maintenance or repair of the existing line segment. And not be detrimental to the public health, safety, welfare, and convenience. Again, staff has included recommended conditions of approval that we believe would address, and the reviewing agencies believe would address or make the project conform with their regulations and development standards. Excuse me. With regards to the supplemental, again, last finding E, not result in material damage or prejudice. Again, given the existing uses on the surrounding properties, we believe that this finding can be met. In looking at the additional criteria listed in Chapter 15.336 10C, not conflict with any existing or planned infrastructure utility projects. Obviously, this will enable a planned utility or infrastructure utility project by creating a tie-in to the NB Energy Eagle substation. Proximity of the corridor to any school, hospital, or urban residential area with a dwelling density greater than 2 dwelling units per acre. Again, this segment is not located in an area with any of these facilities or this type of density. And again, we would note they have the applicable 90-foot wide right-of-way within which it'll be located, again, to protect the public health, safety, and general welfare. The final criteria is that it's in conformance with the goals and policies of the public utilities services component of the comprehensive master plan. Again, we list the goals and policies that we believe this project would implement as part of the development of this. Again, goal FS5, utility corridors. Again, FS53 and FS54. And with that, I'll try and answer any questions. Thank you.
Loretta, do you have any questions for him? John? Michael? Audrey?
No.
Connie? Any questions?
I'd like to make a motion. I
Uh,
move that the Lyon County Plan.
We can't make a motion yet.
I'm sorry?
I just asked if you had any questions for Rob.
No, none
Okay.
whatsoever.
Sean?
I do not.
Okay. Does the developer have a representative that would like to speak?
There we are. That's right. I forgot.
Good morning, Stacy Huggins with Wood Rogers, representing the applicant or Map. We are here if you have questions. I don't have any additional information to provide. Rob did a great job summarizing the project.
Okay. Connie, do you have any questions for her?
No,
Audrey?
No.
Michael? John? Loretta? I don't either. Is there any public comment on this item? I see none.
I'll make a motion. I move that the Lyon County Planning Commission forward a recommendation of approval for conditional use permit to allow construction of approximately 3,310 linear feet of overhead 120 kilowatt transmission line segment located outside of the 2020 comprehensive master plan designated utility corridors on an approximately 640 acre parcel in the RR-5 Fifth Rural Residential 20 acre minimum zoning district, generally located along a western portion of the north property line of section 32, township 21, north, range 25 east, MDBM, north of Duffy Road, on the north side of Interstate 80, Fernley, Nevada, APN 021-581-09, PLZ 2022-154, subject to the following conditions of approval 1 through 7.
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. Motion carries. And we recess to convene as the Lyon County Public Lands Management Advisory Board. Item 9, public participation. No action will be taken on any item until it's properly agendized. Do we have any public participation? Okay, seeing none. Item 10, action items. Do we have the action items?
No action items today.
Okay. Item 11, board member comments. Does anyone have any comments?
No.
Seeing none. Item 12, future agenda items. Do we have anything? Okay. Item 13, public participation. No action will be taken on any item until it's properly agendized. Do we have any public comment? Seeing none, we will adjourn to reconvene as the Lyon County Planning Commission. Item 14, staff comments and commissioner comments. 14A, staff update on recent county commissioners' actions.
Good morning, Andrew Haskin, Lyon County Community Development Director for the record. So we've had, I believe, two board meetings since our last planning commission meeting. There was a special meeting in Dayton that was dealing with the north and south Dayton area drainage master plans and the location of the second bridge. So the board did adopt both the north and south drainage area master plans for Dayton. And they picked the location for the second bridge at the Shabs option at the end of the valley. So that was really good. The staff will be working on trying to invest funding and work on getting those improvements built. It will be a long process though, so I just want to give everybody a heads up there. At the last board meeting, we had several ordinances that this board had reviewed come before the Board of County Commissioners. So the final map ordinance was adopted and passed 5-0, and that's the ordinance that gives the community development director the ability to approve final maps. And then the self-storage and RV storage ordinance passed 5-0 as well. There was some modifications on that one since it did come before this board. They got rid of the 1,000-foot requirements, but enacted some additional screening and buffering and landscaping requirements. So I think that's a really good positive change. 3 ordinances were proposed. The mass grading ordinance was proposed. The street name change ordinance was proposed with a change. They had requested that the Board of County Commissioners review all the final decisions on that one. So we'll be making that change. And then the resource land ordinance was proposed as well. And that was the one that allowed for indoor shooting ranges conditionally, archery ranges, and traffic.
Does anybody have any questions for Andrew? Okay, thank you, Andrew. Item 15, public participation. No action will be taken on any item until it's properly agendized. Members of the public who wish to address the Planning Commission may approach the podium and speak on matters related to the Lyon County Planning Commission, but not on items appearing on the agenda. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per person or topic and will not be restricted based on viewpoint. No action may be taken upon a matter raised under this item of the agenda until the matter itself has been specifically included on an agenda as an item upon which action may be taken. Last chance for public comment. And I see none. So we are adjourned.
I think you might have got my record.